Peace. This is Adam Gerard, LA Ghetto Time News. Notes for the mind, love, peace, and y'all already know what it is. How y'all doing out there, man? Thank you for tuning in. And let's get to that part two about Jesus is slash Hermes. So I don't want it's not gonna be like a recap, but let's reiterate on a couple of things from the first video. So we talked about the Etruscan catacombs. We showed the coins from Ptolemy using the X and the P, which would be the Chi Rio. The etymology on the word Chi would formulate what we have right now, Christ. And I want to add that that word has never been translated, meaning that it's pronounced something different now. Like it's like the chi turned into the book. So book used to be spelled CH, but now it's spelled BOOK. It's never been changed, right? And so the first video, I ain't want to touch that XP and go into the etymology of that word, but voila, there's some information, and this is some crazy stuff right here. And it all goes back to Plato and his usage, and he gives a dialogue explaining, basically he talks about how the heavens was made and how the God was created, and he uses this symbol in his literature. This how far it goes back. What we talking about, 400 BCE, 300 BCE or something like that. This how far it goes back. So when Christians get to going to, well, it's transliterated from this and all of that and all this right now. No, that chi is still in use to this day. CH, they just put the R in front of the H, but it used to be CHI, and then Rio, right? And that spells Christ. The R is not important. That's just somebody just stuck it in there. Okay? Now, this is the question right here. Now watch this, y'all. Point one. Why did the Christians go into the catacombs and say that Hermes was Christ? That's your first option. Point two. They were Romans that converted and knew it was Hermes. Any way you put it, why did them Christians look at these symbols and images and all of these things and say, we're going to make that the Yeshua in the Bible, when they knew that it was dedicated to Hermes or the ram bearer? Because Hermes come from the ram bearer, which was the Greek, the Etruscan god, the ram bearer, and he has a different name. So it's not just about the name, it's about the deity, because you know the Etruscan, Greeks, and Romans, they believe that you take on the spirit of a god. They believe that they were gods. Again, why did these Christians go up in this damn catacomb and saw the images on there, or even painted them images and put all them symbols around and said that was Jesus, when they knew what they was painting and putting all the symbols around him, all the attributes around him and all that stuff, knew that all these symbols were pagan in origin? Peacocks and all of that. Man, Israelites don't deal with all of them. No imagery around. No deity. This is another puzzle. This is puzzling too. The first century Christians would go paint a painting of Jesus on the wall Ain't that blasphemy? That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. This was the chi coat. This the Hermes coat, bro. And other places, Hermes had a horse head, as I showed you in the first video. So, point one and point two. There's no way that a Christian scholar can get around them two points right there, because they all lead to the same conclusion, that they knew what they were doing was pagan in origin. Okay, so I just want to give a little breakdown right here. And so, like I said before, the last video, I ain't really want to deal with the Chi Rio, but now I got some evidence on it, and we're gonna get it in on there. But first, let me give a little opening. All right, so this is what I'm doing. I'm associating the XP's, the X and the P to Hermes based off the catacombs. Dealing with these terminologies and these attributes, these symbols and everything. He's the good shepherd, fish, an anchor, doves, peacocks, palm branches, grapes, vines, and more importantly, the first Christians called the image of Hermes Christ. Okay. Now, in Catholicism, they have these their stories, right? And so you even hear them in the Christian churches, like this right here. Jesus went to the depths of hell, and he was in hell for 3 days, and he broke the chains off the people, and the people rose up, and they try to use the scriptures like Ephesians, I think that's 4 and 9. But in their theology, it's elaborated to him going down, because in their theology he went to hell. See, in Ephesians 4 and 9, it's not saying that. It's talking about the state of a man's mind, that he rose. I'm not gonna get into that, but just giving you a touch of that. But what they did was they elaborated and said that he went to the pits of hell. He went to a literal hell. Wait a minute. One who conducts souls to the other world after death, a function ascribed to Greek mythology, ascribed in Greek mythology to Hermes. See, the Catholic Church, they worship Hermes, because Hermes is the who? Psychopomp, aka the gatekeeper, right? And so I want to be, in this video, we're going to be dealing with the Grim Reaper in the Greek era, which is called Thanatos. He's the angel of death. And when you read up in the Homer's Odyssey, the Iliad, one of them right there, the Thanatos and Hermes were together, working together. So one kills, the Grim Reaper kills the flesh, brings the soul to Hermes, and Hermes dictates where you're going to go. And we're also going to get into this underworld and the pleasures that you can have in the underworld. I mean, you can be a straight thought in the underworld. Man, you can drink beer, shoot dice, nigga, and have sex, nigga, in the underworld. If you're privileged, if you're one of the titans, or sometimes you can. We know in Greek mythology they had amulets and doors and stuff, and you can pay your way to certain parts in the underworld and all that. Yeah, shooting dice, drinking beer, and messing with thoughts. Yeah, and they underworld, in the Olympian world and in the underworld, bro. They heathens, man. They whole thought and philosophy is off, man. So these Catholics, with they embellished stories, these stories are really telling the truth on how they fucking think. They're telling you that Jesus you see right there, he went to hell. Fit they be like, you be like, real hell? They gonna be like, yeah. And loosen the bonds and the chains and all of that stuff right there. Okay. Uh and so, like, in the era of the councils, and then leading all the way up to the Constantine, what they were in there doing is how to bring our philosophy into this uh uh new philosophy. And all they and so that's when they merged everything together, because we got to remember, Constantine, nigga, he was still worshiping Jupiter. His daddy was worshiping Jupiter. Come on now, shit crazy. We're gonna be getting some PhDs explaining the word Jesus Christ, Zeus, Hermes. We're gonna break that down right there. Not too hard, but we're gonna get some scholarly commentary on how this word Jesus, which, and let me tell you what these Christians do. They take Yah, excuse me, somebody came. They take the word Yahshua and they change it into Yeshua. Now, when you go into the etymology of that, you know that E right there, that A is before that E, bro. They try to say that Yeshua, Yah, please say the Yah before you say Shua. That it turned into Yeshua, and that's the proper way that you say it in Hebrew. And so when they do this right here, they sit here and say, no, that I use didn't come from Zeus. It came from the proper name. How you really say Yah, please say the Yahshua name, Yeshua. These are the tricks that they play, y'all. And that's to justify them saying that the word Jesus don't come from Zeus. Nigga, his name Zeus Hermes, bro. We have the caduceus, which is the Hermes staff. And this is associated with medicine. This is a physicianal symbol. A physician, like in a doctor's office. The ambulances, where they got the snake wrapped between the wand. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They got Hermes on the goddamn ambulances. See? Hermes again. He's this person that can, a healer. He's the gatekeeper. All of this stuff this is the stuff that they put in the scriptures. I'm gonna say it like that. Or I would say put the commentary on it. And there's even a story of how somebody not escaped the underworld, but came out of the underworld. So damn, this guy right here, and might I add, these are all homo gods. I'm gonna just keep it real with you like that. I'm gonna just keep it 100. These gods, Hermes and all them, while they doing all this, they drinking beer, shooting dice, and hitting thoughts, homie. And so reiterating on the death, on death, which was Hermes' sidekick. And so later in the medieval ages, they became one. So when you can see Jesus as a savior, healer, and all of these things like that. But then you can see the other side of Hermes, which is a gatekeeper, murderer. I mean, you know, he can get real wicked on you. You know what I'm saying? So these are the differences. Like Yeshua was this type of way. Yeshua said, he's not. See, Christianity tried to say that he's the gatekeeper, but all he was just basically explaining was, man, I'm just keeping the Torah, bro, and y'all keep the Torah too, and ye will be like gods like, ain't we all guys? Then he tell the Pharisees, he said, ain't we all guys? But he understood, like, nah, we guys as far as reproducing on earth, bro. Come on, man. This is, bro. But Hermes, and the way that they look at Hermes, they like, this is a mediator. He's a prophet. He's a angel. He's the grim reaper. He's the gatekeeper. He's the physician. He's all of these things in one. Whereas Yeshua separated himself from the Most High. So this ain't the Yeshua that these people talking about. It's just like Constantine. When he had that vision that he saw a cross in the sky, he saw the chi in the sky, which was written in Plato's literature, where he's describing that when these two lines connected and the symbol of a cross, and he got the symbol in his literature showing the X. Constantine was a pagan. He knew that he knew that what he was talking about was revering what? Their God. So they took this symbol and he made it a cross, and he stamped it to Jesus. Why the hell, if you're Christians, look, why are you using the word anointed? That wasn't Yeshua's name. Wasn't nobody walking around talking about, hey, anointed one, because Christ means anointed. Wasn't nobody walking around saying, hey, anointed one, hey, anointed one. They was like, what's up, Yeshua? What's up, Yah? Probably wasn't even saying Shua, nigga. They probably was like, what's up, Yah? Man, yeah, you know what that word mean, right there. What's up, Yah? They wasn't walking around saying, hey, Mr. Anointed, how you doing? No, they weren't talking like that, bro. They put too much emphasis and try to make that connection by saying, yeah, Mashi, anointed means this up in the Hebrew, and in Greek they say it like this, but they talking about the same thing. Nigga, we ain't talking about no harmonizing, bro. We talking about what was Yeshua's name. It wasn't Christ, man. Why nobody walking around talking about, hey, anointed man, what's up? Man, y'all be killing me with that stuff, bro. And so Plato's description of the Liberum and Timaeus, and he uses, and the X and the P was, excuse me for I can't pronounce this right, Anima Mundi. Anima Mundi, which means world soul. This nigga was going all into some esoteric ass shit, talking about how they God was created, bro. The elements and all of that shit. And so the story is talking about how their God was formed. Nigga, they God is a pedophile. He's everything. This is when y'all look at Jesus, you're looking at foul gods. Because as I stated before, once Constantine and anything after that, they just bunched all them guys together and just made them Jesus. That's why people can go into the research and they can be like, Jesus is Mithra, Jesus is this, Jesus is Zeus, Jesus is this, because all them elements, they put them all together. They still got the Zeus worship. They got the Zeus worship foundation. They got chapters in America right now. We got people in America right now that's doing rituals and sacrifices to Zeus, bro. 2021. When we dealing with this Rio Chio and all these symbols and images from the Greeks to the Romans and all of that, it's and specifically dealing with Ptolemy the third from like 246 BCE. And if you look on his coins, he got the Rio Chio right there. So that Rio Chio is Plato's two lines connecting together to make the two lines connecting together to form their God. So they venerating their God. So when Jesus on that goddamn Christ, on that cross, it's not a why you think they got Jesus on the cross? It's not a bad symbol to them. See, we'll look at it like why you got a cross on, my nigga, with Jesus on the cross on that motherfucker, man. That's like you know the old saying they saying that's like carrying the bullet that shot your brother. You carrying it around your neck. To them, matter of fact, look, why do you think they invented the cross penalty, death penalty, the cross death penalty? I'm getting all fumbled up, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Why you think they had that? Because that cross in the back of Yeshua was a symbol of their God. They don't say Yeshua was on that cross. I don't believe that he was on the cross. But he could have been. I'm not going to get into that. But see, they already knew what that cross symbolized. We're going to stamp our God right on the back of his goddamn head. See, we're going to combine them together. When you go in them Catholic churches, that's all you see is crosses, man. Plato, bro. Plato. So, back to my point. Point one. Why did the Christians go into the catacombs and say Hermes was Christ? Point two. They were Roman converts and they knew they was worshiping Hermes. That's my contention right there. So let's get to these slides. So the mediator, the psychopomp, one who conducts souls to the other world and after, a function described in Greek mythology, the Hermes, from the Greek psyche, soul, pompos, a guide. So there go your etymology right there. There goes your etymology right there. And I'm bringing this up because, as I stated before, I want y'all to know that, man, think about the Spaniards. The Day of the Death. The Grim Reaper is worshipped in South America and all of that stuff. Was it the Aztecs who did this? I know they had their own type of form, but when we get to this Grim Reaper shit right here that we see that's going on in South America and all of that stuff right there, that's them Spaniards that brung that down, because they knew that this was an aspect of Hermes. They worshippers of Hermes. People still worshiping Hermes to this day. They're some cultures, they just put them all together. When they celebrate one, they celebrating all of them, man. So his duties as a guide of the dead were sometimes suppressed by Hermes' psychopomp. Conversely, Thanatos may have originated as a mere aspect of Hermes before later becoming distinct from him. Okay, this is going with these slides. We're dealing with CE here, fam. We're dealing with CE, man. Popes, man. 2nd to the 4th centuries, man. They using the cross right there. Then you got an XP right there. Crosses everywhere, bro. This is Plato. I gave you the reference, bro. Plato's description of the Librium and Timaeus. Timaeus. Read it. You're going to see it, bro. Uh, yeah, so I just want y'all to see that right there. All these bastards, you know what I'm saying? These bastard children, you know what I'm saying? CE, CE, reincarnated as the Chi Rio. Remember I told you, in their customs, gods can jump into them. It's a lot of emperors that they say, boy, he's the god. This symbol on their crowns, like, I'm reincarnated. We know who this man is. This ain't Yeshua from Jerusalem. No, this is our God, man. They put this motherfucker in their first New Testaments. It's stamped at the top, all in the middle, all on the side of it and everything. The Greek word for cross in very early New Testament manuscripts such as the P66, the P45, and the P75. And these are, let me add you, because this whole myth about this, it was a LXX in the first century CE is a goddamn lie, nigga, from the devils of the hells of the pits of hell. That's a lie, bro. These are all 3rd, 4th century writings, man. Remember, you got Hebrew, then you got Aramaic, then you get that bastard language right there. You see what I'm saying? So Jesus on the cross represents their God formed from the 2 lines that formed him. The T used in Plato. The symbol was already there, bro. They know what that symbol means. Why are you going to put that symbol on the Yeshua in the New Testament? Why is you putting that on him? He had a name, bro. His name was Yah. Come on now. All that Joshua and all that stuff. No, bro. Please say the Yah, homie. Another emperor that proclaimed himself God. Man, this symbol is a veneration symbol. That symbol, he's giving it up to his God. That's the sign. That's when you see that symbol right there, that's saying they're God. Let's deal with that damn Jesus. It is interesting to note that throughout his life, Christ never did hear himself being called by that name, Jesus. Man's Great Adventure by Baldwin A. Parlow, professor of history, Ohio State University. Get the fuck out of here. You think I'm supposed to listen to you and not listen to this man right here? Man, this man did extensive research, bro. Etymology, bro. Goddamn. It is known that the Greek name ends with Zeus or Sos, which are phonetic pronunciations for the chief Greek god Olympus. Dictionary of Christian Lore and Legend by Professor let me see, J.C.J. Melford, 1983, page 126. You go argue with him, bro. He did more research than you did, bro. His name is Zeus Hermes. This is their afterworld. This is their heaven. The Titans had the underworld. That don't mean it was a wicked ass world. And the Olympians had the above world, and they had the below world. In both worlds, your ass can drink beer, shoot dice, and have some thoughts. In the beginning was sex. In the ancient mythologizers, sexuality, love, and sex were connected with the creation of the earth, heavens, and the underworld. The Greek myth was a theology of incest, murder, polygamy, and intermarriage in which eroticism and fertility were elemental. God damn it. Writings from Extra History Crystal briefly explores the history of sex in ancient Greece. Come on, man. This scholarship, bro. The Caduceus An ancient or Roman herald wand, typically one with two serpents twined around it, carried by the messenger god Hermes. Oh, they walking around with the goddamn symbols in your face. That symbol is on the ambulance. Oh my God, nigga. The physicianal side. That's what I was trying to tell y'all, man. You got the Grim Reaper. He's a physician. He's an angel of death. He's the mediator. He's God. He's a prophet. He's everything. I'm telling you, man. The symbol of Hermes and Mercury in Roman mythology. Okay. This is the image of the heavens. These what you would call the heavens are. These people could have been on earth, humans doing this shit, but in their eyes, they like, in heaven, this is how it look. This is how the scene look. You got Thanatos on the right carrying the dead serpendum while Hermes watches. So just showing y'all some stuff, bro. Ain't naked too. Look like it. Shit, this shit is sick and twisted, bro. Bro, the first Christians said Hermes was Christ, not me. They the ones said it. They the ones went into the catacombs and said, "Hey, we're gonna call him the one that was in the New Testament." Or they were living there and they got converted and the paintings was already there and then they painted it. They got the image because they had a standard of images. Like you can it was only certain type of images that was out. People don't understand it, bro. If we knew how Satan looked, we can identify his face. When you walk around, you be like, nigga, that's Satan right there. And then you take a picture and you paint a picture of Satan and then try to say, nigga, this is Yeshua. Man, get up out of here, man. The image of the good shepherd, often with the sheep on his shoulders, is the most common and symbolic representation of Christ found in the catacombs. Bro, I'm not saying it. They saying it. Your scholars are saying that image in that catacomb, that's Jesus. That X and that P, excuse me, that's Jesus. And let's get it understood. I might be I don't know. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm saying Yeshua. I hope I'm saying, explaining that right. But Yeshua is not Jesus. I just want to keep that out there. I might conflict that stuff sometime. I'm going fast. Okay. Initially, he was understood as a symbol like others used in early Christian art. By about the 5th century, the figure more often took on the appearance of the conventional depiction of Christ. As he developed by this time, he was given a halo and rich robes. Hermes was given a halo, and they saying the 5th century, around 5 medieval period, as I stated with Constantine and all that, they came out with a certain image. We're going to keep it like this. They organized their sporadic Christ worship. That's just what they did. And in order to make the whole world follow this, they just simply use the New Testament, Yeshua, as their chi. Rio, their God, their 2 lines, Plato's 2 lines in the sky, the formation of their God. That's all they did, man. A quick connection right here. Death is frequently imagined as a personified force in some mythologies, a character known as the Grim Reaper. Others beliefs hold that the spectra of death is only a psychopomp. So just to let you know that when you say the word psychopomp, Hermes was a psychopomp. Thanatos was a psychopomp. This is one force dealing with different type of people, different type of gods. There, so you had this was like a job, and then you had a gang of gods working together to make this whole underworld thing work. Just basically like that, just a workforce. But all of them guys, Thanatos and all them other guys that were once separated doing different jobs in hell, they just merged them all together. That's all I'm just trying to tell you. So just getting more reference on that right there. Let's go back to it. Best known for his emphasis on restoring Semitic proper names to their Aramaic and Hebrew forms. This is what this PhD guy does right here. They, the Greco-Roman world, had worshipped Zeus as the supreme deity. Their savior was Zeus. So now they were ready to accept Yeshua as Jesus, Ius, meaning Hail Zeus. Now our translated scriptures say that Jehovah's son name is Jesus, which is a compound word made up of I-E and Zeus, Hail Zeus. They took the Yah out that motherfucker and put that J-E right there. Oh my God, y'all see what's going on? Symbology, bro. They sitting up in there in the motherfucking worship castles, them Catholic worship castles, them temples, formulating this shit. Man, we gonna take the Y-A-H out, and we're going to put that J-E and talking about, nigga, this is from the Aramaic. And this fool right here, he's a linguist. The name of the true Messiah, Jeshua, being Hebrew, was objectionable to the Greeks and Romans who hated the Judeans, Jews. And so it was deleted from the records, and the new name asserted, Jeshua, was thus replaced by Isus, Hail Zeus, now known to us as Jesus. Come on, man. These are scholars, man. You think I'm supposed to follow you? You think I'm supposed to follow you? Imagery. They already knew what it was. This is Thanatos and Hermes, bro. Anytime you see wings on that Jesus right there, that's another aspect that tells you that this is Hermes. Hermes is always shown with wings. Remember he went to a transformation from the Greek era to the Roman era. The Romans, I mean the Etruscans, to the Greeks, to the Romans. First, he was bearded with a braid, nigga, with a ram on him and all that stuff. Barely had on some clothes. Then when he get to the Greeks and the Romans, he started having wings and shit, halos with the Nikes on and all type of shit, flying and all type of shit. Now they got him more casual. You know what I'm saying? But he got bigger wings and all of that. And Thanatos is, and they making him, he's wicked in the underworld. But both of them niggas working in the underworld together. That's his boy. Come on now. Let's get that reference for you right here. Plato's Timaeus. Excuse me if I ain't pronouncing that right. It is explained that the two bands from which the world's soul, Amina Monday, cross each other like a letter chi. Justin Martyr in the 2nd century makes explicit reference to Plato's image of the Timaeus in terms of a prefiguration of the Holy Cross, nigga. Man, come on, man. Chi representing the first letter in the word Christ. Why is you calling Yah Christ? Why is you putting that name on him? Oh, that ain't him. Okay, my bad. My bad. My bad. My bad, Catholics. They like, cause that ain't him. We don't give a damn about that Yeshua up in that Bible. We just took that figure right there because we wanted to run the world, bro. We just merged them together. That's all we did, bro. We don't care about your Yeshua, bro. We talking about our God. Yeah, Chi, nigga. Yeah, our God, bro. Oh, my bad. My bad, Catholic. My bad, Catholic Christian. Got that XP, Emperor Constantine. Medieval pictures, 1648. Venerating. Hey, it don't look like they scared of Hermes to me. Worshipping them, man. This is 1648. Look at the bottom. A ritual, bro. Humans and the dead. Come on, man. Still worshiping Hermes, bro. The psychopomp, man. Still giving them praise. 1648, man. More of that Plato work right here. Let me just look at it. You know what I'm saying? This is the scholars in the paragraph. So look at them. Go see the work. Plato uses the symbol of the cross, Chi Rio, for his God, Christ. This is the real Christ right here, y'all. Wait a minute. Okay, this was I put Hades right there, but this is the Olympian world, where the winds blow. It's beautiful. It don't rain, it don't snow, it don't storm, because they say Hades was a faraway place. You know, you go up into the documents, they tell you that it was Scythian land and all of that stuff right there. It was on the other side of the world and all that stuff. But right here, look, this let me just give you a little sample. But in the presence of the honored gods, those who gladly keep their oath enjoy a life without tears, while the others undergo a toil that is unbearable to look at. Those who have preserved 3 times on either side to keep their souls free from all wrongdoing, follow Zeus' road to the end. Where the ocean breezes blow around the islands of the blessed. Guess what they doing up there? Shooting dice, drinking beer, and messing with thoughts. You see the ideology of these people, bro? They got fucked up minds, man. This is not Torah. And mind you, they said that the dead people, whether in Hades or in the Olympian world, if your soul start being good down there, but what's good to them? Drinking beer, shooting dice, and messing with thoughts. You can come out of the underworld. What, be reborn? Twisted minds, man. So the psychopomp, death walker, Apollo also merged with Hermes and everybody. I tell you, they all together. Zeus and all that stuff together, man. They merged them all together. His personal devotions, however, he offered first to Mars. What? Hermes? No, excuse me. That ain't Mars. That's Mercury. Excuse me. Mars, and then increasingly to Apollo. That was his gods. And the X and the P, which is Hermes. And let me reiterate, I said I associate the X and the P to Hermes because the Christians said the X and the P is Christ, and they looked in the catacombs, and they looked at Hermes and they said that's Christ. They said that was Christ. So I'm rolling with them. All right. Y'all, they said it. That they given the association. I'm just going off the association that they put together. That's it. Hades. This shows in Homer's Odyssey where Odysseus had to give blood in order for the souls to interact with him, while in the underworld the dead pass the time through simple pastimes such as playing games, as shown from objects found in tombs such as a dice game and a board game. See, when they die, they left their little tricklets and amulets around and all that stuff so they can take it to the afterlife with them. Some people took slaves. The Egyptians, they took slaves. They took, you go up under their tombs, they got 1,500 goddamn dead bodies, nigga, that they murdered at the same time. That was gonna go with them into the afterlife and be working their fields. These demonic thinking motherfuckers right here. Nigga, the Torah ain't teaching nothing about no goddamn you go to heaven and the kingdom up above and all that. No, the kingdom up above, so below. The Torah is talking about everything is happening on earth. Heaven is on earth, bro. These people believe that you really go somewhere else. And so we can see Hellenism, also commonly known as Hellenismos, compromises various religious movements which revive or reconstruct ancient Greek religious practices. Various religious movements in the Greek culture, and which have publicly emerged since the 1990s, revolving around Greek gods and primarily focused on the 12 Olympians and embracing ancient Hellenistic values and virtues, bro. And in 2017, the Greek governmental authorities legally recognized Hellenic ethnic religion. Come on, man. Check this out. So in 1788, Videlli traveled to England in order to convince the unnamed gentleman of Emirates in the literary world. Anyway, it became a sect in 1788. But look down here. My determination was to go and live in North America. And this is Videlli began his studies in Glasgow, where he learned of Taylor, to whom he wrote in the letter, my determination was to go to live in North America. They doing this shit out here, bro. I'm jumping out the window. They doing that out here, bro. And I just want to show you that it's in North America. And this is that Hellenistic religion. And so, man, I think we killed it. You know what I'm saying? LA Ghetto Time News. It ain't just me putting this stuff together. I got a couple of homies, you know what I'm saying? We just talk, and we be like, I'm just the one that'll talk, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but man, I think we laid it down, man. We gave out the two main points. Either way it go, you a convert, because we dealing with this is all based off the persecution. These people supposed to be living in the catacombs because they were under persecution. These supposed to be the first Christians according to Catholic doctrine. Okay, these images start coming up in these catacombs, which was a big ass underground worshiping ass place. 2 points of contention. If you was a convert down there and you saw the paintings on the wall and you called it Christ, you saw Hermes right there and you called him Christ. You ran to the catacombs and you ran into the catacombs and you saw the paintings already there and you said that's Christ. Why Christ keep coming out your mouth? Why are you Why are you walking around calling him the anointed one and not just saying Yah? Wouldn't it be so better you open up the New Testament, you be like, and Yah said, follow the statute, laws, and commandments, and Yah said this, and Yah said that, and Yah said this. This we can still YAH to this day through the translations. We still can see it as it was back then, because you had that Y, you had that A, and you had that Ha. Them consonants, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I mean, you know, Christianity deal with it. Them frames up in your house, that church you go to, the utterance of the word Christ, just you uttering the word Jesus Christ, you're saying Zeus, Hermes. Why walk around and say Christ? Why is Christ in the New Testament? Why is CHRIST in that goddamn Bible? Because somebody put it there. This is manipulation at its finest. They want you to utter the word. When you utter the word, you're giving veneration to their God. So, man, I appreciate y'all for checking out the video, man. This is Adam Gerard, LA Ghetto Time News, man. We fight the beast. We do the street work, man. All praises to all y'all out there, man. Peace.